Hey there, if you've got a dog here in Canal Winchester, Ohio, you're in the right place. This is your guide to finding a great professional trainer. We're going to give you everything you need so you can feel really good about your choice.
You know, life here in Canal Winchester is pretty awesome for dog owners. We've got those beautiful, calm walks in the historic downtown, great trails to explore, and yeah, we've also got our own little quirks, like the rumble of passing trains. A well-trained dog can handle all of that with confidence, which honestly just makes life better for everybody.
So here's how we're going to break it all down for you. First, we'll talk about setting goals that make sense for life here. Then we'll get into finding a qualified pro, picking the right program, understanding the costs and local rules, and finally we'll cover the most important questions you should be asking. Think of it as your roadmap to finding the perfect trainer.
All right, first things first, let's talk about training for life, right here in Canal Winchester. This is all about setting goals that actually fit your day-to-day life. And this really hits the nail on the head. You want a trainer who gets it. We're talking about training for real-world stuff, like having a dog who can walk politely down the Hoover Scenic Trail, or who doesn't get totally overwhelmed at the busy Canal Winchester market. That's the goal.
Okay, so how do you actually spot a good trainer? Someone who's skilled and uses humane methods. In this next part, we're going to look at exactly what to check for in a trainer's approach and their professional background. The gold standard in modern dog training is positive reinforcement. Basically, it's all about rewarding your dog when they make good choices. Instead of using fear or punishment, this approach helps you build an amazing bond with your dog, and the new, better behaviors actually stick around.
Now, here's something really important to know. Ohio doesn't actually require a special license for dog trainers. So looking for certifications like these is a huge plus. They show that a trainer has put in the work, passed some tough exams, and is committed to staying up to date. It's a great sign that you're dealing with a real professional.
So you've got an idea of what makes a good trainer. Now let's figure out which type of training program is right for you and your dog. It's all about finding the format that matches your dog's personality and what you're trying to achieve.
Your two main choices are usually group classes or private lessons. Group classes are awesome, especially for socializing young dogs and practicing good manners around distractions. On the other hand, if you're dealing with specific issues at home, like your dog jumping all over guests, private lessons are perfect because you get a plan tailored just for you.
And hey, there are a few other options out there for different situations. Board and train programs are super intensive. Day training is a great option if you have a packed schedule. And if you're dealing with more serious stuff like major fear or reactivity, a one-on-one behavior consultation is definitely the way to go.
All right, let's talk about the practical stuff, money and rules. It helps to know what to expect for training costs in our area and to be aware of the local regulations every dog owner should know.
So here's a general idea of what training costs look like around Canal Winchester and Franklin County. As you can see, the prices can vary quite a bit. That usually depends on the trainer's experience and certifications, and of course, how intensive the program is. This one is a big deal. You've got to know the local leash law. Here in Canal Winchester and all of Franklin County, your dog needs to be on a leash and under your control anytime you're off your property. That means sidewalks, parks, trails, everywhere, unless you're in a designated off-leash dog park.
And there are a couple more must-dos for every dog owner here. First, Ohio state law says your dog has to have a rabies vaccination. Second, you need a dog license from Franklin County. And here's where people sometimes get confused. The license from the county auditor is totally separate from the rabies tag you get from your vet. You need both.
Okay, you're almost ready to start making calls. So, when you actually get a trainer on the phone, what should you ask? Let's get into the essential questions that will help you find the absolute best fit.
Think of this as your interview checklist. You want to walk through these 5 key areas. The answers you get will tell you so much about their style, their expertise, how they track progress, and of course, exactly what you'll be paying for. This conversation is really your best tool for finding a great training partner.
And really, that's the whole point, isn't it? Finding the right trainer isn't just about teaching sit and stay. It's about finding someone who can help your dog become a confident, happy, well-behaved member of our community here in Canal Winchester.
Just picture it for a second. Your dog walking calmly past other dogs at Three Creeks Metro Park, or just settling down quietly while you have coffee on a patio downtown. That's the kind of peace and enjoyment that great training brings. We wish you and your dog the very best on this journey together.